Hello friends, I am Dr. Anupma Goyal. I will deliver my lecture today on Rexia, the bryophyte. Well, if you like my video, please subscribe it. First of all, I will talk about the systematic position of Rexia. It belongs to the class Hepaticopsida. Order is Marchantiales and the family is Rexiaceae. The genus Rexia has about 130 species which are found in the terrestrial and subtropical regions of the world. The plants grow predominantly in damp soil, on moist and shady rocks, and in terrestrial habitats. While in India, about 33 species of Rexia have been reported. Rexia flutans is an aquatic species. It floats on stagnant or slow running water. Some of the species of Rexia are Rexia ciliata, Rexia gangetica, Rexia discolor, Rexia melanospora, Rexia crystallina, etc. Well, now I will talk about the gametophyte. The gametophytic phase is the dominant in the life cycle of Rexia. So, the plant body of Rexia is a gametophyte. Now, I will talk about the external structure of Rexia. The gametophyte is flat, it is prostrate, dorsiventrally branched, and dark green in color. The branches of the thallus are linear to wedge shaped. In terrestrial forms, the plants usually take a typical rosette form due to the presence of several dichotomies close to each other. In most of the species of Rexia, each branch of the thallus has a single midrib on the dorsal surface. At the apical portion of the thallus, the midrib ends in a depression known as the apical notch. The ventral surface of the thallus shows the presence of rhizoids and scales. The rhizoids are of two types. First, the smooth walled rhizoids, and second are the tuberculated rhizoids. The inner wall of the tuberculated rhizoids shows the presence of peg-like ingrowths, and these rhizoids help to attach the thallus to the substratum, and they also help in the absorption of water and mineral nutrients from the soil. So, my friends, the scales are also present on the ventral surface of the thallus. These scales are multicellular, one cell thickness in thickness, and they are pink or violet in color due to the presence of anthocyanin pigment. They are arranged in a single row. In the apical region, the scales overlap each other and project forward to protect the growing point. Rexia flutans, which is an aquatic species, has a long, narrow, flat, ribbon-like, dichotomously branched thallus. It is about 30 to 50 millimeter in length. Now I will talk about the internal structure of the thallus. It shows two distinct regions, photosynthetic and is ventral storage region. Well, now I will talk about the photosynthetic region. This region consists of one or more unbranched photosynthetic filaments. The cells of these filaments contain numerous discoid chloroplasts. The terminal cells of the photosynthetic filaments are larger and colorless, and they form an ill-defined, loose and discontinuous upper epidermis. The photosynthetic filaments are separated from each other by air chambers, and these air chambers open to the exterior through simple air pores, as you see in the diagram. Now I will talk about the storage region. It lies below the photosynthetic region on the ventral side. It is made up of compactly arranged parenchymatous cells. These cells of the storage regions are devoid of chloroplast and they do not have intercellular spaces. They contain starch as the reserve food material, and the innermost layer of the storage region forms the lower epidermis. Now friends, I will talk about the reproduction anorexia. It takes place by vegetative and sexual methods. So in the next video, I will talk about the reproduction of rexia. Thank you.